Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Today I was just looking at chapter 3, verse 11 in Galatians, and I got stuck here, and so I just thought I'd share with everybody what I was reading. In this chapter, though, I'm going to read you. It says, Paul indicates that the Galatian Christians are foolish for believing that they need to follow the law of Moses to be right with God. He offers three specific arguments to support this. First, they received God's Spirit in the powerful way after believing in Jesus, but before doing any works of the law. Second, Scriptures itself shows God's blessing coming by faith and his curse coming by the law. Christ paid the price of that curse on the cross. Third, God's covenant with Abraham is like a legal document that cannot be revoked. And I looked up the word faith and faithful and faithfully, faithfulness and faithless, and it's a fun fact. It's mentioned 461 times in the Bible in the English Standard Version, which was pretty cool. Verse 11 says, "Now it's evident that no one is justified before God by the law, for the righteous shall live by faith." So over here, I looked at the study notes, and it says the Old Testament itself points out the righteousness cannot be achieved through the law, right? And so it tells me to go to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4, and it says, verse 4, it says, "Behold, his soul is puffed up, it is not upright within him, but the righteous shall live by his faith." And I looked at the notes, and it's talking about a proud person relies on himself, whereas a righteous person relies on God. While the phrase "his soul is puffed up" refers primarily to Babylon in this context, it could include anyone who is proud. It will take faith to wait patiently for God's plan to unfold. But the righteous believes that God will accomplish it. The phrase, "but the righteous shall live by faith," is quoted in the New Testament to emphasize that people are saved by grace through faith. And if we look at Romans chapter 1, verse 17, it says, "For in it the righteousness of God is revealed from faith for faith, as it is written, the righteous shall live by faith." It tells us to go to Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8. And "For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing, it is the gift of God." Amen to that. And that Christians should live by faith. And if we go to Hebrews chapter 10, verses 38 to 39, it says, "But my righteous one shall live by faith, and if he shrinks back, my soul has no pleasure in him. But we are not of those who shrink back and are destroyed, but of those who have faith and preserve their souls." So the kind of faith that Habakkuk describes is that the New Testament authors promote is continuing trust in God and clinging to God's promise even in the darkest days. And without faith, it's impossible to please God. You guys have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye now.